5 time happy hour over a drink. I'm sorry. I am Irize.
I think I'm B Manley, Mr Manley 852. Holla at me, y'all. What's up? All
And
right.
we are over a drink. It's been a minute.
Yeah,
It's definitely been a minute.
yeah, I miss you. You know that?
I believe it. I appreciate that.
That's the fucking truth.
Thanks, B.
That's the truth.
Thanks, B.
Can I start this one off?
Please
wanna
do,
start
'cause
this
I
one
don't
off
know
with,
why my voice keeps...
I want to give a shout out to every mother, because yesterday was like Mother's Day.
Oh, yeah. Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, happy belated Mother's Day to all the mothers in the world, all the mothers that I may have forgot. Blame it on my head, not my heart. For my mom, I didn't forget. These not mothers that I forgot, don't but I'm just giving them shout outs. Mom, Miss Linda, all the moms in my life, man. Y'all know who y'all are. My kids, mom, everybody. You, Irize, mother.
Thank you.
Mother over here to my right, Nelly, Yoga Fitness. Shout outs to all the moms in the world, man. Y'all do a dope job.
Thank you.
Keep
you,
it.
You know what I did on Mother's Day?
What you do?
I work, baby. Get the job
That's
done.
what I'm talking about. It's like
You know why?
why? Because you're a mother. You have
Okay.
children. You have
My
children.
mother and my sister, shout out to them. My mother, my sisters, my aunt, my cousin, they are all cousins, plural. This is their annual Mother's Day trip. They are in Puerto Rico.
Oh.
And I'm home being a half mother because my youngest son is with my uncle, my oldest son is running his own life, and my daughter, she was off with my cousin. I mean, she was in the house with me, kind of, sort of, because I was at work, but then she went to stay with my cousin. So yeah, shout out to all the mothers that help hold me down, because it really does take a village when it comes to this one over here. Because one thing about me, I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm not gonna let you stop me doing for what the fuck I need to do.
That's what I'm
Man,
talking
woman,
about.
child, even if I
Move,
hurt you.
bitch. Get out the way.
And I teach
Get out
my
the
kids the
way.
same, so that's why they barely pay me any attention. They just tell me what needs to be done, and I've been like, all right, we're gonna make that happen, because I know you get it from me.
I want to listen. I don't know what the fuck it is right now. I'm hot as shit. It's
You didn't
hot.
even start drinking yet.
And we got this tequila right now, and it's so hot.
Yes.
What's up to everybody tuning in? Listen, if y'all tuning in on live and everything,
I'm trying
please
to get
go
my
to
shit together.
YouTube and tune in on it so that way we can see your comments or whatever, and we can interact with y'all. Go on
You gotta
YouTube
drop
at
the- I gotta
Glockwood.
teach you how to drop the link.
No, we good. We good. That's just.
I
we
gotta
good.
teach you how to drop the link. So
Yeah,
that
we
can
do. You
drop
do.
the
Because
link.
I'm oblivious to a lot of things. You know
That's what I'm doing. I'm going to the
Uh,
Glockaware page.
Listen, we ain't seen each other in like 2 weeks. Well, we seen each other, but we haven't
Right,
been
but we
here in
haven't
like
been
2 weeks.
here,
Right?
like, because our intention a couple weeks ago was to talk about
Yeah.
the Drake and
Yeah.
Kendrick, because
Yeah.
you know that's
Yeah.
two of my faves, but definitely one I always stand for. And now 2 weeks later, now that we done missed a week, fast forward, like
It's
the
over.
The feud is over.
It's over.
You know,
It's over. It's over. As fast as it begun,
And-
it's over.
And I think a lot of people kind of missed what it really was about and what really was going on as far as the culture of hip hop. Because a lot of people, especially like, I'm in this group on Facebook, Hip Hop Tuesdays.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to my brother Preem and Kamari. And, a lot of people were talking about, at first Drake won. And I'm a Drake stan. So I was like, why, like asking people, why do you think Drake won?
Mm-hmm.
I called it a draw when he dropped his first drawing. Like, there was no winning. Like, okay, you was cute with some witty shit. We remember what you said.
Mm-hmm.
It was low key sneak dissing,
Mm-hmm.
but it was hot because you could hear it over in the club, and they kept playing it over and over.
Yep.
And
That's just
Unlike-
slick. He's slick with that.
Right, he's
know how
slick.
to do
That's-
that.
that's-
He's slick with that.
that's his lane.
That's his thing.
That's his thing. That's his lane.
Yeah.
He real slick with that. So everybody felt like he was winning.
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick dropped some shit. People
my
was like,
God.
now I was like, yo,
Oh my God.
first of all,
Oh my
most consumers
God. That shit Kendrick
of
did.
most consumers of the culture. I'm gonna be very specific. Come on, let's open this bottle. I'm gonna be very specific in the way that I address it for a particular reason.
Yeah.
Because
For sure.
most consumers of the culture, and I say the culture broadly for a reason,
Yeah.
most consumers of the culture are caught up in the raps that they hear.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I didn't want to just say most consumers of hip hop. Most consumers of the culture, because the culture is everything. It's the music, it's the art, it's the clothing, it's the language. Most of them are caught up definitely in the rap. They're caught up in, I go to the club, like this new generation, everybody's a bad bitch. Everybody's spending money on BBLs. Everybody fucking scammed the government during COVID just so they could get a new fucking body.
To come up.
Like seriously, like this is
to come up.
This is the culture. Like we're seeing this.
Yeah.
I can't even open this fucking bottle. I had to get all my nails cut down short.
You did.
But like, so this is.
You got white nail polish on right now?
It's not white. It's
all
like
right, I'm just making sure you ain't one of Diddy's bitches.
First of all, I'm one of those people that be like, I'm dark skinned. There's certain shit that I'm just not doing. Like white toenail polish.
Like man, Diddy.
White anything so I can look like da 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 da.
I've heard Diddy like that against the skin.
Like, real cool. Anyway. So anyway, back to what I was saying about the consumers of the culture. Everybody's caught up in the rap. So yes, Drake dropped some shit that you could hear on the radio. It was getting spins. Then Kendrick dropped, and motherfuckers' minds were blown. And people were still saying,
well, which one though? Which one? Because he was relentless in his attack.
Yeah, we got to go on order.
His attack was relentless.
He from the very first one. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
when I say people's minds were blown, because you had to listen to it a couple, or you was listening to it and you caught some shit, but when you really heard it,
tap that. Come on. Let's go.
Or rather, I should say, when you heard it, you caught some shit, but when you really listened, you was like, oh God, like. By the time they got to the third record each, I was like, I remember hitting my brother Preem up on the DM. I said, yo, I'm starting to feel bad for the boy. You know, that's always light skin do no wrong for me. I'm like, I'm really starting to feel like ill. Like I'm feeling like cold. Like this shit getting way personal for no fucking reason.
Did you see what happened at what happened to almost end this beef right here? You see who stepped in? Did you hear about it?
Nah, you know, you got to keep me up to speed, and then I'll tell you if I heard about it in that way or not.
The corporate.
So no, that was not true.
That's not true?
If you're going to believe that, then you need to believe that the corporate actually are the ones who fueled it, because at the end of the day, that's all who won.
I can see that shit happening because
that's all who. I did see
they
where
sold product.
I saw where Top Dog made a statement, and he was like, he want to commend them for keeping it on wax, and he acknowledged that it was over. I saw something else where Drake made a statement acknowledging that it was over. It was like the greatest 3 weeks hip hop has had in a very long time, because it spawned all kinds of beefs. I mean, we had Tia writing diss records to her baby daddy. You know what I mean? She went after Rick Ross. We had fucking The Game just last week.
Everybody's
going after Ross.
Everybody.
Like everybody's going after Ross. Like it was a very good time. And for those of us who grew up with hip hop, it's only 50 years old. Shit, hip hop only 2 years older than me. Almost 3. Yeah. It just reminds me of a time of like the roots of foundation of where it came from.
Hey. Oh God. It's smooth as a baby's ass. I like this too. This is decent. Tequila is my thing. I think tequila is definitely my thing.
So yeah, so that is where I am with that. Like, so by the time we got to Meet the Grams and Family Matters,
that was disrespectful. Meet the Grams was like,
I didn't want to listen to no more. I was like, if they put out another record, I'm not listening. Like, I really was starting to feel like, oh God.
I mean, everything on that joint was crazy, but he say, Dennis, you gonna listen to this.
Tell his mom now, listen.
He said, Sandra, sit down.
Sit down.
You gotta hear this. How you address every member of a person's family with a verse?
So the other thing
That's
about
fucking disrespectful,
like how I was saying, where I think people missed a lot of the mark, is he also addressed Drake as we don't want to hear you say nigga no more. And people was like, oh, well, he got a lot of nerve. He got a light-skinned mulatto wife. And I'm like, yo, it wasn't about colorism. Like, everybody missed the mark on that. It was more about the culture. You got to remember, Drake is Canadian.
Definitely. And he never shied away from it. He told y'all early on.
He has a dance album out. He has chatted on records as if he is from the Caribbean. Yeah. His mama is Jewish and his father's from Tennessee.
and he definitely
because it's hard to call somebody a culture vulture who still innately is born into the very much a part of the culture.
They in that culture.
I
That's what he
asked him
grew up
today
doing.
on the way here. I said, people always talk about being an industry plant. How you know Drake ain't an industry plant? Why is he not? Like, he was an actor, from a Canadian actor who's related to Larry Graham from Graham Central Station. Like, so like, and if you think about it, a lot of our celebrities are related. Like, whether you finding out today, whether you always knew, like, these people are related. So it does seem very cult-like. And I'm not saying don't pursue your dreams of making music and being successful if you want that type of success. I'm just saying, go do a DNA swab though and figure out who your cousin is, because this is how these niggas is really
the old saying used to
getting
hold
put
true.
on.
What was it? You gotta know somebody. No, now it's somebody gotta know you. Like,
it ain't even now. I'm gonna do a real quick flex.
Somebody gotta know you. It ain't who you know.
2004, 2006 maybe. I went to South Africa with Jazzy Jeff by way of Will Smith doing a party for Nelson Mandela. Okay, we're on this plane. It's a private jet. It's just Will's people and Jeff's people. And I remember Will said, "It's never about who you know. Like, that's important, who you know, but it's always about who knows you."
Yeah.
So I'm always like, I know I'm very playful. I know a lot of people get it fucked up because they don't realize how old I am because of the way I may behave or just shit that I do, music I like. But listen, I'm very particular about people's perception of me. Like, I don't give a fuck, but at the same time, I give a fuck. I don't want it to ever be a bad perception because I'm not good with making a second impression.
Yeah.
If I, you know what I mean? And I don't mean impress in the positive way of meaning like, oh, you have to impress somebody, like always be your best. Like, I'm always going to be me. So you're always going to get me. You're going to get a version of me depending on what setting we in. Cause no, like, I'm not this way at work with everybody.
Everybody's an onion. You have some layers to you. Everybody should have some kind of layers to them. But yeah, well, Drake is...
And Drake is, you know, Canada's onion.
Yeah, definitely.
Sit down
Definitely.
To us, and he got decimated.
He makes some good music, but he got his ass whooped on this one.
On top of that, what my favorite diss of all, they not like us. They not like us. Because let me tell you why it's my favorite. Outside of all the fucking quadruple, quintuple entendres in that motherfucker.
It gets way too much with Kendrick on that one though for me. Like, you got me thinking just way too much, trying to put this together and that together. Like, oh shit, this is what you meant by that.
That song has surpassed streams, like daily streams.
Crazy.
Surpassed.
That's crazy.
Like,
he
did better than Drake, and for that alone, everybody's like, "That's the one song." Well, shit, that's all that matters. Like, if you have a championship fight, it only take one loss to lose your motherfucking belt.
Talking about? It only take one. How you think Drake feel right now?
I wonder, has anybody checked on Aubrey?
Aubrey Eagle got to be crushed.
I mean, Aubrey got to be on his yum yum reggae ho, like doing a lot of soul searching.
He's trying to go get somebody's girl now.
He definitely not doing that. He's trying to figure out who he can trust.
Yeah,
because that
was crazy.
That was a lot.
He got him thinking about and even 40. He got him even thinking about 40 though. Like, that's crazy.
And not just the personal relationships, but literally his legacy and what he is and what he represents as an artist. He is a global pop star, no matter how you look at it. You can't take that away, especially at this point. And he literally had, in a lot of people's mind, the popular opinion, here we go, like the popular vote versus the fucking electoral college. In a lot of people's mind, he definitely is a leader in hip hop.
He was top dog right now. He top dog right now. When Drake drops something,
you can't say Drake is the top dog to a hip hop purist ever, and that is pre.
I'm not saying. I'm not talking about hip hop purists. That's not a hip hop purist joint.
Hip hop purists are definitely part of the culture. So that's why I won't say he is the top of because there's too many people that can refute that. Like, he is at the top of hip hop.
I only say that because when Drake drops something, the world listens.
Yeah, the world.
That's the only reason why I say that. Everybody don't now. Your best MC, your best MC can drop something great. Your best MC can drop something great, but that's all. That's the only why I call him top dog right now. Because if he drops something, the world fucking listens. Just like Beyonce or Taylor.
Drake and MC. People are like, oh, he has writers help him. Right, he's a phenomenal songwriter. He got credits that people don't know about. on all kinds of records.
He's just an artist.
He is an art. He's a
goddamn
songwriter
artist.
and an artist. He's a rapper.
He's an actor. He's an artist. He's an actor.
And
He does all those things. He's a damn
and
artist.
Right
man.
now, he reevaluating whatever that next project was going to be. I'll tell you that.
Oh, Wayne, like, come on, man, what are you doing out there?
Yeah, this is.
What you doing, yeah?
I mean, Drake has been responding like on social media and such, like while he's
with his tweets, his fucking his trolling is
he hasn't been trolling in a couple days. Yeah, he ain't been trolling in a couple days. The last real response was when he performed with Nicki in Toronto. And outside of that, really, I think the other day he kind of acknowledged it was over, and like saying it was a good 3 weeks in hip hop, and I'm just like,
that was good. I like that 3 weeks. That couple weeks of hip hop was decent. I liked it. That was good to see everybody.
I like the fact that it had people really looking into what it is to be hip hop, what drives the culture. In a lot of debates I've been having with people, I've been talking about culture versus industry. Because people are like, oh, well, he sold this amount of records. And I'm like, is that the culture or is that the industry?
Neither one.
Because the fucking culture don't give a fuck about how many records you sold.
That's definitely like science and religion.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So you can debate that forever. Only one, it's going to cross at one point on something, but then they don't cross no more. Science and religion cross on one thing. I'm not going to get into that, but they only cross on one point. They agree on one thing. And you may get that in hip hop. I mean, like, the culture versus the industry. It might cross on one point, but they'll never agree.
I'm just excited to see what else is out there. I know Pete Rock and Common just finished the project. I'm looking forward to hearing that. I know Ghostface just dropped the project. Yeah, I didn't get a chance
to download that joint, though. He got a couple guests on there, too.
He just had celebrated his 54th birthday. I'm a Ghostface stan next to the Drake. Yes.
Yeah, that was first. I knew that. It was a long time ago. That's been a long relationship with the Wu-Tang.
Yes, specifically Ghost. But he just dropped the project. I got to listen to a couple of tracks. I made the mistake of looking at some reviews before I started listening, and I don't like doing that. Not that I'm easily influenced, but the bias of the reviewer sometimes creeps in, especially when I'm feeling in a similar tone.
So it gets to you,
damn,
shit.
And then I'd be like, damn, am I really feeling that? Or is that the only way I can judge it based on something I previously read? But I do kind of feel like
that's crazy.
I really don't say too much negative about Pretty Tony.
On that type joint, like I was just in the gym today talking to this boy, right? And we was talking about he came up to me, old head white boy, whatever. You wouldn't even think we would be talking, but we talking and everything. I met him a couple weeks ago. He came up to me and we struck a friendship. So the day he come up, I'm on the treadmill. He come next to me. He like, he going a little rant about Tom Brady. You seen this commercial with Tom Brady and something?
I didn't even watch the roast.
Listen, but his whole thing was like he making these ridiculous commercials. You see the Hertz commercial and he making all this money or whatever. And I'm just listening to him like, so you mad that Tom Brady making money and he's going on like judging him and everything. Like I'm like, bro, why you judging them like that? And it started us to have a debate on like the difference in judging a person or just having a little opinion on something or just judging anything or having an opinion. And he didn't know the difference. So I'm like, it's definitely a difference in you passing judgment, because judgment is like the end all. And I told him straight up, I said, listen, if I'd have passed judgment on you, you wouldn't be standing here talking to me. You know what I'm saying? Because then I'd have been like, he a weirdo. I don't like the way he look. Judgment. I can't be around homie. But I had an opinion on him. It's like, damn, he got some weird tendencies, but I don't know him. Like he used to, I told him straight up, like he used to be staring at people and all that, but I didn't know him. So I just told him this, man, before you pass judgment, you should know something. You should have some more information before you just pass like complete judgment on something. You can't judge something off an assumption.
I'm very prejudiced. I prejudge every motherfucking body.
A lot of people do that.
The handicap, everybody can get it.
God.
My kids, your kids. I don't
Damn.
I make up stories about people 24/7 in my mind.
You like the more
and
Michael
when I
Jordan.
go over to be social, and I'm very social. When I go over to be social with somebody, I already done.
You done passed all types of judgment. You did it. You did it. God damn it. You said it.
Prove me wrong. I love that. And when they prove me right, it's a roast in my head. Like I have this. I'm a Gemini, so there's a bunch of motherfuckers in here. It's a lot of shit be going on with me.
Yo, that's what I was telling homie too. Like he like. He really was in on like judging the motherfucker. Like didn't he go in the capitalist world and all this other stuff? I'm like, bro, you just sound like you just got some anger in you. You just a little
I got
mad
a text
at
the
some
other day
things.
that pissed me off. It was like, Miss Brown, hey, it's so and so from I don't know, PA Democratic, whatever. Who are you voting for this election? It was like Joe Biden, Donald Trump, and fucking Kennedy's still running. I had no idea. And then it was the name I didn't know. I was just like, why are y'all texting me this bullshit? How you get my number? Like, I subscribe to one little socio-political thing, and for the past 8 years, I'm just like responding.
You in the algorithm.
I'm in the algorithm, but you also know, like, part of me be like, sometimes I respond like, yes, okay, I'll do what I can.
You be bidding. You be bidding sometimes with them, and you get caught up. You get caught all up in the rabbit hole of you bidding.
You know what? Crazy. Speaking of prejudging, so there's this show on Netflix called Baby Reindeer, right? I don't know. When I kept seeing people talk about Baby Reindeer, and I still haven't finished the whole thing, I didn't know what the fuck it's about. And I have a sister, shout out to my sister Linasia, people talk about shit on her page, they talk about shows, and then I'll go watch them, because I'm like, if it's this many people, that's how I got caught up in Who the Fuck Did I Marry in Legion, fucking with my sister Linasia and her page. So fucking with her page, Baby Reindeer pops up, and I'm like, all right, it's on Netflix. I got T-Mobile, I got Netflix. So I watch Baby Reindeer. Now, it starts out, I'm thinking it's kind of like a comedy. But if it's a comedy, it's dark as shit. My nigga. So, come on, Baby Reindeer is the story of the comedian, actor, and writer who wrote this series. It's a short series, and I'm still not finished it, because it's like, I'm just like, all right, it's a lot. And I'll be watching other shit like NBA Finals is on. So this guy apparently was stalked by a stalker who had a previous accusation in charge of stalking, who was a lawyer. Like, this is all in the UK. She was disbarred and everything. And it started because he felt sorry for her. So he kind of forged a friendship that he knew that she liked her. Remember how I mentioned to you earlier in the car today, everybody want to know that they're wanted somehow, some way. Yeah. So because he knew that he was wanted, he indulged in the affection shown by her and ended up with a full-blown stalker. And this bitch crazy, okay? Crazy. Created a whole relationship with this motherfucker in her head. Like, I'm talking...
That's wild. That's wild.
Yeah, crazy. I'm talking like, in my mind, I'll always be your lady. Like, crazy. Yeah. Like, every time I hear that song, I'll be like, why would you tell somebody that? That's what the fuck? Why is this song being nominated for like rewards and shit? Like, why? Who the fuck?
Is this a fucking series? Is this a series?
It's a limited Netflix series. Okay. I'm up to, I think, episode 5, and the shit gets wild, because by the time episode 4 kind of outlines why he took to her the way he did. Okay. When he first showed up into the city he showed up in as a struggling and starving artist comedian, he found himself on the outside, no allies, no friends, not very well received, not liked. Somebody watch the show?
I know, that's my man Roy K.
So he got befriended by a gentleman who said he was a writer on one of his favorite variety shows, and dude starts telling him come over every weekend, and they're doing cocaine, and then they go from cocaine to doing MMDA bombs, and I'm like, I didn't know you could do that shit in a bomb. Like, what?
After the cocaine. Sheesh.
Yeah, they moved. That's a party. Up a level each time. At one point, this motherfucker is going to his house. He told his girl that he's trying to be a writer and that could help him out, and he's going to this dude's house. She was like, "You're just going to do drugs every weekend. I can't believe you're not spending my birthday with me." This nigga said he was going to go do drugs instead of spending his birthday with his girl. Yeah. This motherfucker ended up on a week bender doing. He went from doing cocaine to crack to crystal meth.
Yes, way to level heroin. Up. Way to level up.
I don't want to meet nobody that got me doing all that shit.
You gotta level up.
I don't want my mind to ever be that easily malleable. I don't want to ever.
You gotta level up, man. Shouts out to me.
Well, no, it starts out. Well, why is because he's starving for affection and attention.
I mean, why you don't want to?
So. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't need a reason why. I lived through the crack era. Okay? That's my reason why. Everybody got a crackhead. Everybody has a recovering crackhead in their family. Every fucking body has at least one.
Especially if you have a certain
sure
age.
got
Hell
several.
yeah, you grew up in the
I
yeah.
for sure got several,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that is why
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't ever want to. I would never
yeah.
like 420 me all fucking day.
I see. I seen what cocaine does.
All at this age.
That was enough for me.
You know what I'm saying? Rick James told me it's a hell of a drug. So
shouts out to everybody that was at the statue. Y'all know who y'all are.
So this motherfucker, the writer plies him with drugs and the promise of working on this show, only to take advantage of him.
That's wild. This is a crazy show. This joint sound more.
And I'm not gonna say no Diddy, all the way Diddy, all the fucking way Diddy. This motherfucker at one point wakes up from a bender and dude says to him, "You benefit from a warm shower," as he takes latex rubber gloves off.
Holy
That
shit.
got, I don't know, it's like brown, red. I don't know if it's blood. I don't know if it's feces. I don't know if it's both.
They gave him an enema.
This nigga was fisting the shit out of that nigga.
Wow. This is a wild show.
Yeah, it's a very wild,
It's a
but
wild
it's very interesting.
They are pushing the envelope in
It
the
helps.
UK.
It does kind of explain to a certain extent the psyche of what people go through when they're completely broken.
And what's the name of this?
Baby reindeer, because the
Baby
bitch decides she wants to call
reindeer.
him her fucking baby reindeer. She sends messages
reindeer.
from a fucking computer
Have any of y'all
and
seen this?
signs it, sent from my iPhone.
Let me know if any of y'all seen this. Anybody on live Facebook, anybody live on the gram. Did y'all see Baby Reindeer? Let me know.
I mean,
Y'all
no, they
seen
may
it?
have, because it's only like 8 episodes. I'm just taking my time because there's other shit out there to watch. I
The
was
NBA
also
finals,
watching,
the NBA playoffs.
like I said, the NBA
The
playoffs.
NBA playoffs is on.
I was watching a bunch of other shit. I've been watching like the fucking NFL draft, and I never watched that shit. I was watching.
We did good. Shouts
I
out to
watched
the
the
Eagles.
NFL draft because I like to watch people like the next day, the memes and shit,
Mm-hmm.
and social media or Black Twitter, I should say, lets me know how many D1 athletes
Mm-hmm.
bringing a white woman up with them.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to watch who gonna pull a Russell Wilson,
Mm-hmm.
pull a Sierra out their ass in the final hour.
No, they're not gonna do that right now.
They
They
might,
bring them up.
like,
There.
the-
Them young boys gonna
The
get rid of them
state of
once
this
they whip.
world, that's what I'm saying. They might pull
Young-
a fucking Russell and go,
Them
once
young
you go
boys
black,
going
you
up
never
there
go
single
back.
right now. They going up there single.
No, these niggas is going up there.
Them NBA niggas going up there
Well,
single.
no,
NFL boys.
the NFL.
The NFL boys getting
I
girls
was watching
early.
the NFL
Them
draft.
NBA boys going up there single. It's like, all right.
Speaking of NBA boys, what about fucking what's the boy Drea Michelle is pregnant by?
Mhm.
Didn't he just have another baby with another bitch?
Hey,
like a month
listen,
ago?
that young
Hold on, a
boy,
week ago.
young boy, the truth too. He good. He good too.
He must be real
the ball.
good. I hope he stay good because them pockets about to be flitting at
Oh,
for
yeah,
at
he
least
got-
18 to
Yeah,
25.
he got some money. He got some paper. He can afford
right
it.
now.
You want
You
to go
know,
ahead and do it?
Statistically,
Yeah, come on. Give him the numbers.
82%
Give 'em the
of
numbers.
athletes go bankrupt within their
Bankrupt.
first 3 years of leaving the league.
Bankrupt.
Bankrupt.
Y'all like them
You
bitches.
definitely going because they like them.
Y'all like them bitches.
What Dolph say? Supposed to be chasing money, steady chasing bitches.
Tripping.
Yeah,
I better
niggas
cut it
is
out.
Tripping.
Stop it. Stack that money, man. Stack that money. Don't lose it. Like everybody losing weight out here. Don't lose that money.
Yeah, that's because that
Hey,
Ozempic
man.
got everybody in the Cobra clutch.
Ooh, we.
I ain't got 400 a month. I tried it for a little bit. I used to go to the gym.
You know.
Yo, I saw a meme that plays that and it just shows different celebrities that
Oh.
talk about something. I started drinking water and walking, and then it's playing in the background.
That Ozempic got the world in a chokehold right now. Everybody, I guess they done found the magic pill. They
Yeah,
found
found
that
the
pill to
magic pill.
lose weight real fast like that. It's crazy.
It's not a pill, it's an injection that you have to do.
Oh, that's what it is.
Once a month.
It's an
Every
injection.
30 days. Yeah, you got to give it to yourself either in your thighs, your arms, your
Y'all
belly.
crazy. Why? I want to
It
know.
doesn't. It slows your appetite down. Like it curbs your appetite.
That's
and
all it does,
burns
it just suppresses
it
your
burns
app-
the stored fat that you already have. It makes you run off of that.
What happens when you stop the Ozempic?
I'll let you know. Somebody at my job said that uniform getting a little snug over
What
there. I
happens
said,
when you-
"God, yeah.
But what
I gotta
about
really
you?
become
Seen?
a Pilates princess? And
Have
do
you
the
seen
work.
Busta Rhymes?
I have
Is he on
not seen
Ozempic?
Busta Rhymes.
Y'all seen Busta Rhymes? Y'all seen Busta?
I'm
Busta
about to-
like Red Man right now. Busta about as thin as Reggie Noble. I swear to God, y'all go look Busta Rhymes up, man. Busta on Ozempic. Busta got
This nigga
6
just
shots of
put
Ozempic.
Busta Rhymes on Ozempic. Let me see.
Hey man, go ahead. I'm telling you, when y'all look at it, y'all gonna be like, Bus a bus. Come on, that chain. Listen, the chain that
I
he
do
bought.
know that he's
chain
going on tour. Busta Rhymes, Missy Elliott, Sierra.
Oh, that's gonna be a dope tour.
Who's the other person?
That chain that he bought. Y'all know that chain that he got, right? That was for a big nigga. Look at that chain on him
Busta
now.
Rhymes 3 days ago.
Look at that chain on him.
What?
Yeah, you think I'm joking? Bus out here looking like Reggie Noble. Y'all, yeah.
That was crazy how shit.
Yeah. Y'all think it's a game out here? Bus on that.
Hey, you know how motherfuckers take some shit? I just
Zandig.
clicked Busta Rhymes and then I
You
hit it
know.
from 3 days ago.
You
You know how when somebody first go to DR and they come back and they had the surgery and they be trying to front like I bet it, and they head still be.
Bus out
So
here.
Bus is here opening foil on a pan of baked fish. Which,
Oh, that's what he do. He do that all the time. That's
Yeah,
that's his joint.
but
Yeah.
that ain't just baked fish got him looking like that.
Nah, yeah, that's what they're gonna sell. They're gonna sell him. That's baked. They baked that Ozempic in that butter. They put Ozempic butter in that fish. Yeah, it's real. It's hey, I told you, like Reggie Noble, like Red Man. But Bus is too dramatic. I like Bus too. Bus my man. That's just way too fast, too early.
You know what I like? Oh, because I meant to cut back the Black Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
So the other thing I've been watching on Hulu. They have a show that just dropped May 9th called Black Twitter. And it talks about, now for those of you who are kind of slow, because somebody asked me a couple of times, I kept talking about, what's Black Twitter? I'm like, it's Twitter, but it's where all the people that look like us meet up and converse. Twitter ain't nothing but, remember when the internet first started back in 1998, 1997, when all they had was AOL chat rooms? And you had dial-up.
Yeah,
remember the
I
little
remember that.
CDs used to come in the mail? That shit was like, your mom
You
used to be
can't
like,
use
get
the
off my
phone?
goddamn phone.
You can't use the phone. You got the phone
Get off
tied up.
my goddamn phone.
That's crazy.
Talking to motherfuckers over in the UK that you never meet.
That was crazy.
And I used to always be like people I'm never going to meet. But at that time, like a couple years later when the internet first started pop, like I was one of the first people with a Gmail account because of working with Jeff. He was invited to try out Google. So we all got Gmail addresses. When Facebook was specifically for colleges, I was one of the first people invited to try it because that's when they first started reaching out to celebrities and such. And again, through Jeff, I used to have a good life. I used to get a discount at motherfucking Lucky on fucking Walnut Street every year. I used to go down there and just like every year, like we would just like you could go down there and just get like a whole wardrobe.
Damn.
Shout out to my girlfriend Sharon. Used to work for Nike.
We need to know some more people.
I remember when I used to work for Beans, and he had the Pro-Ceds hook up when they dropped the.
Oh yeah, when they had the state
All
property
my friends had
Pro-Ceds.
State property Pro-Ceds. We all was rocking Pro-Ceds.
Can y'all believe y'all was rocking Pro-Ceds back then?
Yes.
Like really, y'all was rocking Ceds.
Yes, we was.
That was wild.
Pro-Ceds.
That was a wild thing.
Bobos, they cost a
That-
999.
Yeah.
Somebody told me it was like everybody wearing them Bobo sneakers, them Hokas. I was like, Bobos.
Hey,
You
listen,
see how much a motherfucking pair of
but
Hokas cost?
wait. I'm gonna give you true story.
There's
True
some good-ass
story.
orthopedic shoes.
True
according to
story.
my
It was an
podiatrist.
old head that used to work at the job. He retired now. This probably was like Russ probably been going for like 6 years now. This pre-pandemic. Russ came in with them Hokas. Ain't nobody had no Hokas. His feet was bad, so everybody used to grind him up. Old head. He like 6'4", grind him up about his feet. Cuz y'all don't even know. He came in with them Hokas. They tore him a new asshole in there in the locker room about them Hokas back then. They was thick. They looked like marshmallow shoes and everything. Fast forward, 6 years later, the same people who grind him up about them Hokas,
Got a pair.
everybody got them.
Got a pair.
But they was that much then, because he told them then, he was like, cuz, y'all don't know how much he paid these Jones cost, cuz, this, that, and the third. But they was,
I learned on Black Twitter that Hokas was the truth, and
yeah, they definitely the truth.
actually I learned a long time ago. Just like white folk, they will wear shit till it got holes in it,
Yeah.
and white folk will wear some shit that you think is no name. It got a name. It costs a lot of money. That's why they wear it. So Black Twitter explores how Black people have impacted the growth of what we knew as Twitter, what is now X, and how before Elon Musk bought it, how they had what was called a group of folks who worked there called the Blackbirds. The Blackbirds were the DEI, the Black people and the diverse people brought into the company to expand on what the community of Twitter had already named Black Twitter.
Okay.
And it was called Black Twitter because, we always got some shit to say about something.
Everybody.
So everybody, and we created all the memes.
Everybody.
So one of the most fascinating parts for me,
Uh-uh.
was you remember, the meme of the girl bent over, squinting with the sunglasses on, and she like, everybody like, I can't see payday this far away, all this other shit.
Yeah.
It's Gemini season overcoming.
Uh-huh.
She was like, y'all people spent 5-6 years laughing at my pain, and everybody laughed. And she was like, no, really, I was at a baby shower. I got this motherfucking pain out of nowhere. I fell to the ground. She said, y'all literally got me as I was getting up, and that's as far as I could go. And I was just like, huh. And they took the picture, and that became Black Twitter's fucking meme for every fucking thing.
You made a hell of a meme.
Yo, and I thought that was so crazy how, like, damn,
famous.
Like, she really was. It just shows how obsessed we are. Like, we will pull a camera out before we call the cops on somebody getting their ass whooped.
Come on, that shit
like
happens
the guns
every
gotta come blazing, and we
day.
still running.
Every
I saw a
day.
shootout on Twitter.
Every day.
Motherfucker was like in the car like this, against the door. Motherfucker was sitting in the car. They on the
Never
phone like,
call the cops.
we still in the car.
Never.
I'm like, y'all niggas is filming. Somebody called the cops, but these niggas is filming.
Damn that, we gotta capture the moment.
Like, we black people.
Them helping the people, we
like,
gotta capture the moment.
My favorite Black Twitter shit right now, and I reposted it. I know y'all know what I'm talking about because somebody commented, we really put the seasoning on everything. There is a challenge called Before the Black Wife.
Mm-hmm.
When they show these vanilla ass white folk and what they look like before they met their now partners in life who are black. They even showed the lesbian couple before the
That's wild. That's wild.
Because clearly you ain't seen it on my page.
No.
It's my favorite shit. It's talk about the glow up. It's some very serious looking, like, nerdy. I can't even think. All right, DJ. I can't think of his last name, but the boy that was in Hustle and Flow. It's motherfuckers that start out looking like him.
Man. Yeah, my man.
That
my man. Yeah.
Then nigga, I'm like, damn, who that? Like when he
the
get with his
boy.
black woman, I'm like, who that? That's that same white boy. Like, we really put the season on everything.
Yeah.
Including relationships.
We are the shit.
That shit is crazy.
We mean
like, and I laugh and I joke.
We the shit.
Wait till I bust out with my white cane. It's like, no, my friends know that'll never happen. I am a 5%er through and through.
Through and through?
Through and through. Like, yeah, like that don't work for me at this point in my life.
What
Plus,
Kanye said? If I'm in the candy
first of
shop,
all,
I'm gonna have me a sample.
Let's not talk about what Kanye say, because
Kanye,
I'm conflicted.
Kanye,
like, that is, I
Kanye.
love Kanye. He's a
That's my
Gemini.
man.
Our season is coming.
Yeah.
He a little crazy. I finally got my fucking vinyl.
Oh.
I ordered the Yeezy vinyl
Oh.
back in February.
Oh.
Which I said it like that because I saw on this here Black Twitter,
Okay.
on Beyonce's internet, because that's what Black Twitter calls it. It's Beyonce's internet.
Jesus Christ.
I saw where
Beyonce's internet.
Glorilla says she does not say the months February
I fucks with
and
Glorilla.
January
Glorilla.
because she's always teased for the way she says it, the way she pronounces it. And somebody was like, well, Moneybag Yo from Tennessee too. She was like, they even call me country. Like,
She
I guess
country
wherever
as
she's
shit.
from, she more country than them. They from Memphis.
Did you see where she
So,
from?
I don't know where she from, but they
She from like
Memphis.
a hick town, man. She had like a white boyfriend and everything. Like they showed the old
First
little
of all,
picture.
having
of
a
her.
white boyfriend don't mean you
No,
from Hick Town, because I'm
no,
from Philadelphia
you
and I
to
had a white
see-
boyfriend.
No, you had to see him. They like trailer park white. I'm saying you ain't
Like
yeah.
this couple I follow on
She ain't had no
Instagram,
shoes on
Sacco
at his
and
door.
Flora, they're from West Virginia, and he got him a South African wife
That's what's up.
in West Virginia.
Mm.
Yeah.
How do you do that? How do you
Because if
manage
you
that?
didn't know,
That
the
was-
government,
She was a foreign exchange student.
no, the government, you know how we have a lot of immigrants in this country,
Yeah.
and they always talk about protect the borders, protect the borders. It's not just the southern border. That's the one we worry about because that's where the drugs is coming from.
It's the closest to us.
And it's the closest to us. But when we have people migrate from Africa, we send them to places like Minneapolis.
Mm-hmm.
I met this girl who came to Duafe once a month to get her hair done, her natural hair done, because she lived in Minneapolis. And when I asked her, why from Kenya do you live in Minneapolis? And she said, when my father immigrated and got his
Hey,
visa,
yeah.
that is where we were placed.
Yeah.
We were sent to Minneapolis.
Yeah.
I said, why in the name of Prince we all sent to Minneapolis because ain't nothing but white folk out there.
She wanted to explore the
Because
shores
they
of Lake
send them to
Minnetonka.
the whitest parts of the country, the same way they built this country with the blackest of us, with the whitest of Europeans to remind us who they think is in control. But I promise y'all, it's 2024. By 2035, they're going to have a serious problem with the brown people, the way we all intermixing. The way them fucking D1 drafts is fucking pulling up them snow bunnies to the fucking league with them.
Shit, you see what's happening over in Europe?
I see what's happening down the street from me.
Those same Africans is migrating to fucking France right now.
Well, first of all,
So
Africans
those-
have been migrating to
gonna be-
France.
but they
It's
get
one of the reasons why
overwhelmed.
they speak
Yeah.
French, because a lot of the countries in Africa have been
It's
colonized
definitely getting
by the
crazy.
French.
We're gonna have a lot of mixed kids.
Me personally, I've been looking into Italy because Italy is offering citizenship because they are failing in a lot. Yeah, they offering citizenship and dollar houses.
Oh, we're about to go
The
to
house
Italy.
might not have no roof and no running water, but
Ain't
it's
even
a
worried
dollar.
about that.
It's going to be a seaside villa, but it's just going to be the exterior shell.
It's just the stones too. It's gonna be sturdy. The,
It's all right.
the
I know some
outside
people
shell
that
gonna
know
be
some people.
sturdy
We
and
about to
shit.
fly out there and get this shit cracking.
Yeah, why not? Come on.
Why not? The food is fresh. It's the
The
reason why they
freshest
eat
ever.
smaller portions, because the food is fresh and more healthy.
Listen.
They're not eating all these fucking preservatives that got us needing Ozempic.
Oh, Ozempic. You know. Yeah, y'all tripping on that Ozempic. Y'all gotta cut it out, man.
I can't believe
Come
Busta
work
look
out
like
with
that.
me, man. Come work.
You know what else I learned on Black Twitter?
Jesus
That
Christ.
Auntie Anita Baker canceled the show 15 minutes before showtime.
Do it, Anita. Pull
Black
it.
Twitter was in an uproar.
She pulled up.
One of
That's
my-
Lauryn Hill.
If I ever send you a picture of Anita Baker, nigga, I ain't coming. 15 minutes before I'm supposed to be there, I ain't gonna be
She's
there.
the original Lauryn Hill.
If I don't, Took, if I don't ever let you know way in advance that I won't be here, just look for a meme of Anita Baker about 20 minutes before. 20 minutes
the best that I've got.
Because why would Auntie Anita cancel in Atlanta, which,
Do it.
by the way, she lives in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yo, this lady cussed Auntie Anita for
Do it.
filth. Who that said? First of all, oh, it's Khadijah. Hey, Khadijah. She says she needs some Ozempic.
No, you
I'm
don't.
crying.
Khadijah, you do not. You need me.
You do.
You need
B
me.
need to be.
You need me.
I will say
Don't do
this. I
Ozempic.
have seen
You
this
need
young
me.
man.
Yes.
I've seen the transformation.
Yes.
I'm
It's
a
real.
believer. I'm just lazy.
It's real. You need me.
So I
Come
was
on,
on
just
the
give me
other
the
route.
commitment. I'm cheap as a month too. I'm cheap, and I'm good, and I'm good.
No Diddy.
No
Cheap
Diddy.
did, no Diddy.
Cheap and Diddy. I've been a cheap date, but no, seriously, don't go on Ozempic. Hey, don't go on Ozempic though.
Speaking
I'm
of
gonna-
cheap dates.
Who's a cheap date?
No, nobody's. Well,
Oh, no. Speaking of something cheap though, listen, I want to get on like
not speaking of cheap date, but just you and I always talk about the single life and
Yeah.
dating and just.
It's a fucking
I
struggle.
appalled somebody recently.
it's a struggle.
I had a
man.
conversation with somebody who we had been on a couple dates and it, like, see, here's my thing: dating with a purpose. I'm a certain age. Like, can you be my life partner or no? Because I know niggas I can fuck, and I'm cool with that. I'm cool with being single and being able to fuck who I want to fuck, when I want to fuck, how I want to fuck. I'm great with that. But outside of that, I really want to take my mom off as my, emergency contact. But side note, I have girlfriends that are married and their husbands are not their emergency contact. We
That's
have,
fucked
and
up.
it's an episode of the J.L podcast with my best friend Laia, my homegirl Kendra, my homegirl Asia from Kindred the Family Soul, and everybody's favorite auntie Jill Scott, where they talk about this and how married women have what are called like sister wives,
is Jill
like their
Scott
friend
married?
wives, because their friends have this information. Their friends kind of fill in the gaps where their husbands cannot be trusted to do so, in a sense. And trusted was not the word used, but So anyway, so like went out, hang out with somebody a couple times because we supposed to be trying to get to know each other. And the motherfucker was like, "Can I ask you a question?" And I'm like, "Yeah, like ask me anything."
Yeah.
How many people you dating? I was like, 3. All right, well 2, because one of them I only hung out with since August. We barely even talked, so 2.
let
So
you
now
finish.
in his
I'm
mind,
chime
he
in
like,
on it.
okay, so it was me and somebody else. I'm like, yes. Are you having sex? And I was just like, I mean, not at this moment. Like,
Wait
that was
a-
my deflection answer.
Yeah,
Right now,
wait a-
we talking.
Hey,
like, no, I'm
what
not
are you
having sex at this
doing,
moment.
buddy?
No, seriously, like, are you having sex? And I was like, I mean, yeah. He's like, well, how many people you having sex with? And I was like, I mean,
What are you doing,
we
buddy?
are trying to establish, like, we both of us are at a certain age. It's kind of like a lot
That's
of shit.
cool.
Just
Hey,
boom, boom, boom.
I'm trying to
Nobody
figure
got
out, like,
time to be,
yeah.
and we've known each other for a while, so we ain't got
Yeah.
time for all the extra shit.
Yeah, I got you.
So I was like, okay, yeah, one.
Yeah.
So in his mind, he's like, okay, it's the other person I'm dating because he knows it's not him. So he says,
The joke's on you.
no. So he says, so like, oh, well, so the other person you're dating, like, are you also dating them with the purpose? Like, because now he think I'm spinning them and the shit that I said. I was like, well, yeah, I am. I was like, and if you think the person I'm dating is the person I was having sex in, like, you're wrong. Like, no.
Told you.
Like, none of y'all get it.
Jokes on
So
him.
wait, so we dating you? We're not. And I was like, because we had this conversation before about, like, again, I can be single.
Yeah.
I got what Drake say, my desires. I know. Like, you know what I mean? I know who I am as a person at this point in life, and I'm not about to just go without because I haven't found my life partner, but I'm also not about to welcome a new physical partner just because I haven't found my life partner. I'll spin the block.
Spin the block. Y'all know
I'm comfortable and I already know. I told B that earlier. Like, one of my friends was like, so if one of your friends wanted to mess with somebody you messed with 10 years ago, you would have a problem with it? I said, I wouldn't have a problem with it. Like, I'm not a hater. I wouldn't stop it, especially if we haven't dealt with each other in 10 years. But I was honest with her. I said, my reasoning behind that is because 10 years ago, 10 days ago, 10 minutes ago, I'm liable to spin the fucking block on that. Like,
bring that back. Bring that back.
Because I've already been there. Like,
it makes sense. It makes some sense.
Makes sense.
Yeah. It definitely makes sense.
Me and B were having this conversation, and he was talking about.
All right. Wait, because the spin the block thing is crazy when you do that joint.
Well, it's crazy because I say it.
Can people be like,
or it's crazy because I do it, or
no? It's crazy because you said it, because that's the joint. You like, I spin the block. Everybody won't equate spin the block with like actually spinning back
ride the whip,
spinning back around. But listen, like, are people truly honest with each other though? Like, if you've been in a relationship and you broke up with a person, or y'all getting in a relationship, like, is people?
So yes, people are honest.
You think so?
I mean, I try to be. At this point, nigga, I'm old. I ain't got time to be trying to remember what lie I told you. When I was in my 20s, it was a little easier to keep up with.
Definitely.
I could call my girlfriends and be like, yo, say we was at such and such. It's the social media era. Like, and Philly is this big. Like,
I'm finding this out like crazy.
I have gone out places and seen somebody and just had to get them the head nod because it's like, damn, nigga.
Yeah. I'm finding this out like
40 pounds in 2 months. Woo.
Yeah, she said her sister and Ozempic.
So I should have kept with it. Ugh.
40 pounds. But listen, though, she lost 40 pounds in 2 months, though, right? Like, we're going to talk about that. But how she going to keep that 40 pounds off, though? And what does the 40?
Come back with an answer to that while you tell us about the honesty, because you think people can't be honest, or in your experience.
In my experience,
and I already told you, I think people can be honest. I think when you reach a certain level of emotional investment, the honesty becomes more difficult because you don't want to disappoint the person, or you're afraid of their reaction, and it shuts down the way you communicate. Because I know in my experience, like my exes, 2 of them, there's certain things I just could not converse with them about because they would try to make me feel like shit, or I would feel like shit, and I would just shut down. And now, like, you get nothing out of me. Honesty, lies, you get nothing. You just get nothing.
Now, where does all this stuff that like all right, you done been in a relationship, y'all broke up, this, that, and the third. Y'all done said a bunch of stuff like y'all friends y'all probably was friends prior and then got into a relationship and this, that, and the third. So when does that friendship, y'all lean more on that friendship versus the relationship? The relationship probably is over. But y'all said a bunch of stuff to each other, like, yeah, we're going to be friends and this, that, and the third. And if you ask something, why does a person get like defensive or choked up on it? We friends at the end of the day. I guess you don't believe
I can talk
the
to my
other person.
favorite ex about everything. Like, he's married. We talk. When we do talk, it's not often. We do talk about everything. I don't have to co-parent with that person.
Yeah.
The people I co-parent with, I don't talk to at all. There's no conversation about personal life. There's no conversation. There's nothing that I don't know who nobody's dating. I don't give a fuck. I never wanted them back. It's not about that. Like, I have not cared. Like, my son is 25. I broke up with his dad when he was 2 going on 3. So for 23 years, I have not cared.
Yeah, well, you got over decades in with not talking. So
and the craziest thing is we were good friends. Like, we all used to hang out.
So
like,
what
his
happened?
Brothers are my brothers. I mean, outside the fact that he moved to New York, that's one of the things what happened.
Okay, so distance
happened, and just the fact that, again, I go back to, if you're more emotionally invested, you may tend to lie or treat the other person in a different way. I feel like he was more emotionally invested because he would call me and say things like, I'm not watching our son for you to go on a date. And I would have to say shit like, if you think I'm not going to get fucked at the end of this night because you won't watch my son, like, I ain't got 5 sisters, nigga, you're crazy. I had to bring him back to the reality plane. So yes, honesty, because that's what it was about. I mean, sometimes you have to say it like that because like, you're making it about going out. Like, you're not worried about what I'm doing out. You worried about when I come
You just
in.
going out. Yeah.
You get off my phone at 1:35.
But yeah. But so therefore, my question is, so therefore, nobody can really be. You can be honest up to an extent when y'all not together no more because the emotional ties. Because if the emotions right there, it's gonna cause you to not.
Especially when you're co-parenting. Yes.
True. All right. Well, shit. Well then, fuck co-parenting. That's not no.
Because you have to, especially when you're talking about bringing new people into the relationship, because
it's a different.
That co-parent now has another.
You should share
person.
Information.
You definitely should.
You should share information though.
You definitely should.
And everybody should know boundaries though. In that relationship though, co-parenting, everybody should have. You should know the boundaries, and I don't think a person will push the other person, especially if they got respect for each other. It's not going to push the other person's boundaries. So if a person asks something, I think in y'all co-parenting, like, why not answer? Y'all should be friends at that point. Y'all should be cool enough to like to talk about if someone has a significant other or doing anything. Like,
and especially
like,
if you're at the co-parenting age and there is a significant other, that definitely is the kind. I mean, I will say this: my son's father felt some kind of way when he found out that my son had a sibling. I think he may have found out prior to my son graduating high school, and my daughter was 5 years old at that time. Yeah. But he definitely met her at the high school graduation. And he felt some kind of way as if I should have said something to him. But my thing was, it'd be different if I was in a relationship with her father and we were together and my son had met him and all had a relationship. Yeah. Then yes, I definitely would have said something as the father of my other child. Yes, this person is in your son's life because they have.
It's just a respect thing to me. I think that's like there's a respect.
I didn't have a relationship with my daughter's father. We weren't together.
No, I agree with you on that one. Y'all weren't seeing each other. Yeah.
Nigga, so what the fuck I'm gonna tell his father for?
Yeah, there's no need for that. That situation is different. You don't need to use that.
Saying, honest to a fault.
Yeah. Well, I think people should fucking just be honest, be straight up. I think everybody should be straight up. I don't think everybody can handle the truth. Everybody say they want straight up and be honest, but you even had told me a situation, motherfucker, like you being too honest right here. I can't deal with this shit. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm starting to learn the older I get. Like, you know how I always say I can't wait to be an old lady because old people say whatever the fuck they want.
Old ladies and babies.
Old ladies and babies. It's not even about being afraid of the truth. It's learning how to. It's understanding that.
That's the word.
It's understanding truth.
Yeah.
Meaning absolute truth.
Absolute
like
truth.
What it is.
And not your truth.
And your truth.
Yeah, your truth is not really the absolute
existing, you like, no, your truth is your truth. Your perception, your truth is your reality. Your perception is your reality. You cannot change that because the way you see something is what shapes your understanding.
I got you. Reality. All right, stay right here. Stay right there. No, stay right there. Stay right there. No. Just stay right there. Just stay right there. So a person can perceive something.
Stay right there because I'm drinking.
All right, yeah, a person can perceive something though. But when does another person on the other end? When does what they're saying to you become the truth? Not what your perception is of what they're saying or what you think what they're saying or.
No, it's not
when
about
do you
something
believe the person?
Truth because again, I just said truth is absolute.
Yeah, not no more.
No, truth is absolute. Truth is
not
the truth.
No more.
No, for sure. Truth is truth. You cannot get around that. How you understand the truth, which again is your perception, your reality.
That's weird.
It's not weird. Put it like that. I'm gonna try to break it down.
If the sky is blue, you can't tell me your perception is that this shit is red.
If I'm a scientist and I know what makes the sky blue,
I can dig that.
And I talk to you in those terms, and you say the sky is blue, and I say no, the sky is not blue. The sky has all these different colors that are refracting off this and that.
That's cool. That's cool.
Ain't it the truth?
No,
nigga, it's very much so.
That's partial.
The truth. No, it is the truth. Scientifically, what makes the sky blue is a very scientific reason.
I got you. That's the reason why the sky. That's the reason why the sky is
it's just blue because you look up and you see the color that was.
Because it's blue.
Is that not blue? It's not always the same color as the sky. Is that not blue?
No, it's different blues.
It's not always the same color as the sky. That's blue, and that is not the sky. No. I'm just saying the truth is the truth. You can't get outside of that, but your perception is always going to be your reality, your truth. It's just not the absolute. Come on, man. You know, especially when I be drinking and smoking, I like to get real deep. And I will fucking,
you going down this rabbit hole. What's the absolute then? Like, what are we doing
here? The absolute is what is.
I wonder. All right, so then me myself
is what is.
So listen.
Yes, the
so
sky
me.
Is blue.
Okay. So me myself. So I'm just speaking as me as an individual. This is Mr. Manley, A52 individual. I don't want your perception.
Okay.
If you know me, I don't want your perception.
Okay.
I want you to be real with me. Tell me what the truth is, because I'm gonna sit there and be like, hey, bro, that shit blue right there, man. I understand what makes that shit. Listen, I understand all the ingredients that go in the cake, but looking at that motherfucker right there, bro, that's a cake. That's a cake. I understand. I understand the age.
Certain amounts of blue that makes a certain type of green. That makes a certain different green. You add red, it still keeps it green, but it's just a different type of green.
And this is why and this was part of my conversation with my man earlier in the gym. I'm not a judgmental person. I'm not going to judge nobody. I may have an opinion on somebody who thinks of the truth or this, that, and the third, but that's just my opinion. I'm still cool. Like we don't agree on this one right here. And this is my motherfucking.
We ain't gotta agree.
And I fucking love you to death.
We ain't
and we ain't got it. And that was my point to my man early in the gym. I ain't gotta agree. He was like, man, you gotta agree on everything.
No, you don't have to agree
on everything.
You have to agree to not agree. You have to agree to disagree.
I told him go to
North Korea. And
understand
that at some point somebody is going to come to a different understanding. Yeah. They're going to elevate on their understanding of a subject. Somebody told me this day, they was like, because you think you smart. I said, first of all, let me be real with you. I got over $85,000 worth of student loans. I don't think I'm smart. I know I paid for a specific type of education, and what the fuck I know. I will argue what I know. What I don't know, I will go seek answers. I don't think I'm smart. You think I think I'm smart.
I came to that same conclusion like early on, but you just took a whole nother road to get there, and I fucking like that.
I'm smart because I should think I think I'm smart, motherfucker. I got a master's degree. You sound stupid telling me I think I'm smart. You don't know what the fuck I think.
Yeah, see, that'd be a thing too with me. People be trying to tell you what you think. Like, how the fuck you gonna tell me what I think? No, I know you. I know you. Something.
Anything.
How you gonna tell me?
I have a playlist called Cocaine Bars. Literally at that time, I was listening to Ghostface Run. I wasn't listening to nothing this motherfucker was saying. You think you're smart. No, I don't think I'm smart. Wild. I know that my mother invested in my primary school education at Friend Select, which was one of the top schools in the city, top independent schools in the city, private white institution. I know that I personally spent over $85,000 that Joe Biden ain't canceled out yet on my education. He got you. Don't worry about it. So yeah, like I don't think I'm smart. You think I'm smart. I know some shit though.
Speaking of the city,
we got like 2 minutes to speak.
We got 2 minutes because I want to give a shout to the assholes who think that you gonna sit here and give people tickets for tinted goddamn windows on the sidewalk. That is some bullshit. It's
not tinted on the sidewalk. I mean, it's on the sidewalk because you are blocking parks. You are blocking.
No, they saying they gonna tint parked cars.
Yeah, I have a problem with them ticketing tinted cars because PPA work at night. If my tint is illegal 15%, you're not gonna be able to tell that at night.
Listen. I got a problem with the whole thing. Why you giving me
factory tint? Why you giving control that shit?
So why are you giving me a ticket for tint anyway? Stop. Just a couple months ago.
It's illegal, and they're not giving you a ticket for tint. They are giving you a ticket for illegal tint, which is over 15% for bombed out cars because people are stealing and committing crimes in bombed out cars.
At nighttime,
especially illegal, at night, as my kids say.
But at night, the illegal car can look like it's bombed out.
That's what I said.
So you gonna stop me on some bullshit, or you gonna give me a ticket on some bullshit? That's like the people that
doing what you be doing. Don't be getting hit in the whip and not crashing.
No, it's not that though. You got the people that's at the clubs at night. You at the club at night and your car parked downtown or whatever, they giving you a ticket. You come out to a fucking tinted ticket. You at a club, you parked on Walnut Street, or you park down shit. Fuck the Laugh House, the Punchline, and all that. You park all around there, and your car tinted, and they gonna hit you with a ticket. Come on, what's her name? Cheryl. Hey, Cheryl.
First of all, get a name.
Cheryl.
Right. First of all, Cheryl.
How
come just make a name Cheryl?
Something. Because she acting like a Cheryl with this one right here. Come on, cut it out, yo.
How do you act like a
Cut it out. And shouts out the dumbest niggas award to the carnival shooting dudes. Y'all idiots. Y'all young boys is the biggest idiots on the planet. Y'all need to cut it the fuck out, bro. All y'all need y'all little asses.
We know this new generation.
Y'all need to stop this shit. Y'all fucking up the carnival, my man. And y'all killed the man business. He couldn't even make no fucking money, bro. That's crazy. Y'all killed the carnival. Y'all killed the fun for other kids and everything. Huh?
They shot up one in Wilmington, one somewhere else.
Two of them. They getting busy at the carnivals.
They have been that's what
they tripping out here.
Getting busy.
They getting busy at the carnivals. And I'm gonna give one special shout out because we gonna catch your little goofy ass. Shout out to the little idiot that keep throwing a brick through the windows of the cars. You hit my brother's car. We gonna get you, buddy. We gonna get
Down
you.
our way?
Yeah, down our way. Boy, come through. We
nigga,
got him
don't
on
tell me
camera and
that, 'cause I'ma
everything.
have to
Please,
fuck somebody.
please. I hope the law get you before we do, man. And I got this shit on record.
All right, we about to go. Before we go, I do want to shout out Friday, May 17th from 7 to 10. We got Relations Rebooted Talk Show right at 1201 Ridge Avenue. Powered by Chick with the Juice and Paulie Baby. Black Dragon Studios, 1201 Ridge Avenue. It's only $5, y'all. For more information, y'all can go ahead and click on Loudmouth Podcast. Y'all can click on Fly Girl. Follow me. I follow them. I repost all the shit. That's what's coming up next. Stay tuned because I believe later on tonight. Look, I got my glasses.
Come on, what you got?
But I know the Tunnel Bangers should be up next. That should be the next show about 7. Is that my right?
Yeah, Tunnel Bangers.
7. Tunnel Bangers at 7.
7 o'clock.
We out of here. See you next Monday. 2. Play some music.
Yeah. That was a good time.